Rising infinite beings, infinite creators that created us all. Thank you for creating me. Soul essence. What is a message? We have a collective that's looking to expand, and I want to hear what I have to say. So I keep showing up for me every day. We got our Three of Cups and our Hanged Man there. There's this big frequency that is speaking about external happiness, when innate happiness, innate achievement, and celebration is key. A lot of us are looking to be celebrating with our families and things like that. So just keep breathing and taking the steps. We hear that, seeds take whiles to grow, and as long as you're watering, you're doing innately what you need to be doing the innate internal work, so you can shift your understanding to be able to expand into new perspectives, to see different perspectives, and just hold space without absorbing other infinite beings and where they're at and where they're choosing to come from and where they're choosing to perpetuate and how they're creating their own existence. With the resonance of these cards, it always speaks about the hangman being self-sacrifice, and yet putting me first and letting all other things external from me go when I need to is not me sacrificing myself. That's me letting things go that are no longer and were never part of my innate eternal soul essence. Soul essence, what else can we have? Create something new that you want to see, and not just a new face on it. I am a multifaceted, multidimensional, eternally limitless soul, full of innate magic and creativity, having this human experience. I prefer this title over queen, goddess, any title any other external infinite being can ever call me, sweetheart, blah, 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 blah. And I call other external infinite beings. Because this helps me grow and expand. It's part of my nurturing energy here, where I'm nourishing every facet of me to my innate full potential. And what innate is born, inborn, or natural too. So that's shedding the conditionings of what I've been taught to be. I'm revealing these secrets that are in my unexplored, innate, infinite potential. And this is how, for me, I grow, thrive, and expand past taught dogmatic conditionings. The ability to allow your petals to grow without plucking them. For me, I know that I'm a bouquet, an array of flowers. So if we want to just think of the visual that you're able to envision, I'm able to envision more. Because I allow my imagination to be innate and to explore and expand. I am living the thriving reality that I'm imagining, and it keeps getting more expansive. And it gets to start somewhere. So with being patient and not plucking my own petals, I'm allowing the roses to bloom, the hibiscus to bloom, the purple pea flowers to bloom. Man, sometimes there's some Palo Santo bark that blooms, there's cocoons, there's different types of wings from different types of butterflies, and that's what I mean by multifaceted, multidimensional souls. We are so much more than these limited perceptions of how we've been taught to see ourselves, and that's where I'm coming from. A nourishing space of patience, moderation, or just balance, without compromise of our innate eternal essence. Healing. Remember that I am healed, because my process here is not to be healing all the time. It's to exist, to breathe, to create with my infinite and innate creativity. And when you're doing this innate internal work, it may seem like nothing's coming in, but fairness is coming. Once you stop plucking your innate eternal petals in every facet, allowing them to bloom when they do, the need for balance in your mind in legal matters, everything is coming into balance because you've been balancing yourself. You're not honoring one aspect over the other because, well, you're a multifaceted being. You know that you have feminine and masculine aspects in your innate eternal essence, and it's important of you to love yourself past taught conditionings. Otherwise, how else can you attract things that honor themselves in this same frequency so we can have better relationships? Because we are infinitely on the current sea, and everything we come in relation to is a relationship we're having. I just was kind to an infinite being that I shouldn't have to exchange energy with. And things like that can have you up in your head. We are in this spiritual community, this other misinformation, the other fashion of a Bible without the book, because it has multiple books, and it's along with occult knowledge and blah, 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 yoga, and there's so many practices, and and it can have you up in your head about, what should I be doing? Oh, I had to say earlier to this infinite being, meditation has never been part of these conditionings. Meditation is part of your innate creativity. How can you tell a man who builds cars from the ground up with his hand that is not a form of his innate meditation? How can you tell an infinite being who loves to sway her hips, unlocking energy in her sacral with a clean root, is not part of her innate creativity? Like, you aren't choosing to live as you choose to if you're telling another infinite being, and that'll put you up in your head that they're not existing as they true to. And you get to let that go. There's no reason for that energy. And we're all letting go of those things, because why are you judging your internal facets so you're judging external people? Change of journey. Change of home. It says, change of home or long journey, energetic young man. For me, I know that this, the same as the Empress energy came out, that this is also another facet of me that deserves honor. I'm looking to build a home, and yesterday it was projected on again that I need to do it this way. I need to go get a business loan. Then I gotta pay that shift back. Like, if it was done how I'm going to do it for my children, there's going to be money saved, and not a bank, in a more secure way. Because if you go put $1 million in a bank and you save all your hard-earned money and you need to use that money today, you cannot go get $1 million from your bank. You get to educate yourself. Just stop wanting to live how everyone else said just because it seems normal. It annoys me how much infinite beings who don't even have an optimal body. And this isn't me talking mess about the infinite being. The person is on crutches. Not optimal. Always has a mask on. No, not a figurative mask. One of them COVID masks. It's not a frequency I hold for one. You have nothing to say to me. If you are, and you get to live your life as you choose, but I live a different frequency. We're going to tap in with the imbalance deck. I don't get sick, and I can't sit in frequencies and make relationships with other infinite beings who do. I allow you to hold that space for you, but we don't understand that we be adopting frequencies. Upcycling clothes is amazing, and we should be getting rid of the trash that's here in this space, and we can transmute and alchemize it into something new. But also remember that you're an energy worker, and everything that person felt, what they came through, what they chose, is imbued in these clothes that you're taking on. Self-introspection is inherent wealth. For me, my children will have things that are past. I came from 5 different lineages, and I don't have nothing from them, except my innate magic that the infinite creators that created us all. Cardinals are always significant. For me, it's showing me that my masculine energy is balance, because then I will end up seeing their feminine aspect near, and I'm going to build a home for me and my family, a traveling home that's autonomous, that will set me free. And this is a longer message, and I can curate it for y'all, but why? This was for me, this rising. Keep doing what helps you grow, thrive, and is nourishing to you past conditionings. I know I can create what I envision. They do it ENVISION. I do it INVISON. Envision. My mind is an infinite center of operation. My strong, steady, stable will also helps me shift these things into the physical reality. The creators of us all allow their directive power to flow through us in co-creation. In gratitude, I see. Period. I control my mind is an infinite center of operation. I no longer give my power away willingly. Strong soul, strong mind, strong body. I no longer believe that you can give your power away, but when you choose to believe in things that are not of your innateness, when you are looking for the external answers that flow through your DNA with your innate internal intuitive guidance system, you will encounter energies that will help bring you forward into yourself, because looking external for anything to light your innate internal flame that you only have the ability to light. That's where your innate happy, innate joy, nobody can take it from you. It is literally programmed into you. A lot of us think that trauma is programmed into us. And if you go look up that definition on the little psychology side when Google pulls it up, it is saying that you will never be able to function as the eternally limitless whole soul full of innate magic and creativity that you are, because your parents who didn't understand about their innate magic wanted to abuse you. And a lot of us are still clapping for our abusers, and I thank you for birthing me into this space, but I'm no longer clapping for the abusers. Okay? You were a beautiful, glorified babysitter, and I learned most of what I needed to know from this existence, and I've learned what my children get to tap in with their innateness, because I was taught all kinds of shift. How to mask, how not to be myself, how to sit down and shut up, how to be put on drugs because people didn't understand their innate magic while my mother was steady screaming, I'm trusting my intuition. Well, that's not in your Bible. That's part of your innate eternal essence. So why is that the only portion of your innate eternal essence you chose to take forward into this existence? So I've been taught how nourishing to be for me, and that is why I'm able to speak and articulate my words as I do now, because I'm nourishing me. I am innately kind to me and nature, or our infinite mother. I honor my life and life force in every moment. Thank you for existing, infinite beings. Keep watering your innate eternal essence. Please stop plucking your petals. Is what you just said in your caption or on your words, or what that song is saying that you're jamming along to, kind to say to 5-year young you? And just ask yourself, when you're like, what the fuck is happening in my life? Is what I'm consuming nourishing my self-healing organism? Is what I'm consuming nourishing my soul essence as I'm having this human experience in this life? So keep thriving, infinite beings, creating the realities that you choose to see.